you've got a lot of experience. It seems like you're investing your time, always taking on a new challenge for yourself, and now wanting to contribute and support people, help people build their careers out there. So over your years, wherever in the business place, on site, in the warehouse, at home, what is a significant learning that you had as a result of a painful misstep?
Ooh, there's quite a few to go over there. I mean, it's, there were jobs I was estimating where I actually could go back to not knowing what I was doing, but thinking I knew what I was doing,
Mm,
where, estimating a project, all of a sudden, took on a project and, whoa, okay, it's $100,000 more than we bid. And,
mm,
those are painful missteps, or, then it could be smaller things like not communicating with someone properly, and really not communicating openly with someone, and
mm,
really them coming across, understanding that, okay, he's not being open or honest, or, yeah, you'll learn, like, not trying to be nefarious, but, trying to sugarcoat something, or
mm,
get out of these, and just realize, like, okay, you got to take, when it's time, you got to have the difficult conversations. You can't push them off, and if you do, everyone's going to notice it. and
mm,
and if it's you're not being honest to avoid a difficult conversation, then that makes it even worse.
mm.
So you really just got to, you know clench your teeth, and, bite the bullet, and have that difficult conversation, and take the time, and sometimes eat crow, or sometimes, admitting to a big mistake. And because that's another big one. And, make a big mistake on something, and the sooner you bring it up and discuss it and are open with it, the sooner you can start getting it, no matter what the consequences. And, sometimes that's really hard. So learning those sort of things, those have been, they can be painful, especially when you let something sit for too long, and then it builds and builds,
Mhm.
and then understand, have that learning where, if I just brought this up a month ago, now I wouldn't be in this place I am now. It was hot a month ago, but now it's
Way harder.
100, it's 10 times hot every week, so it's exponentially. So, 100 times, 1,000 times hotter, and it's worse. Like, okay, now I have to do it, because it's just going to keep getting worse. But realizing that, like, that sort of thing, just that, you know, you got to do the hard things, whether it be physically hard, mentally hard, emotionally hard, and that just goes, whether it be business, work, family, it's all the same. You can't avoid conversations. You have to have. That's a big thing I've learned over the years.
Yeah, yeah, that dude, that's so like bad news does not get better with age.
No.
Like just come on, deliver it so we can bring people and back to resources, right? When I have a major problem that I don't have the resources to deal with, meaning experience.
Yeah.
Experience is a resource. If I don't have the experience to deal with it, I'm better served by sharing that, like, hey, I got this problem. I have no idea what the hell to do with it. By doing that, I bring in the additional experience of other people. And then they could say, well, you know what? I know so and so that's been through exactly that. You need to call her and she's going to hook you up. But we like to like, oh, it's a problem. And let me put it in my pocket and let me kind of nurture it and hold it
Yeah.
here and care of it. Why do you think it is that's like a natural response to hide the problem?
I think it could be, some people could be an ego thing.
Mhm.
Some people, they don't want, they want to still feel like they have everything in control, and let everyone think they have everything in control. And some people could be a confidence thing too. They just
Mhm.
aren't confident enough to tell someone that they don't know, or that they've made a mistake, or that there's a problem. Or, I mean, some people just could be oblivious to the fact that they don't have the resource, like the experience, and that someone else would. And like I've been in that situation like you run into something like that, and you say, well, I'll make a phone call, and then all of a sudden, 30 seconds later, it's resolved.
Done.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, wow, and you get that moment. Wow, if I didn't just make that phone call, this would have gotten pretty bad. But someone else was able to know what to do to fix it so quickly. So stuff like that is, and as far as for people, I mean, everyone wants to be liked, and I
Mhm.
think everyone wants to fit in the group, and it's that fear of all of a sudden being, cast outside of the group or not liked, even temporarily, I think can be a big cause of that. But in reality, you just got to always think what's going to serve, whatever function you're trying to do, whatever the mission or the job or whatever it is, what's going to serve that best, and just take it from that perspective.
Yeah, man. Yeah, love it. Real lessons that everybody deals with.